Like, just feel like you just think, and then you and okay, can we be honest for a minute? Because who told us that adulthood was going to be fun? I would like to talk. They made it look like freedom, money, confidence, I don't know, cute outfits, aesthetic apartments, coffee mugs, plants, and peaceful mornings. What they did not show us was the anxiety, the emotional exhaustion, the body pain at 21, and the constant feeling of, I think I'm forgetting something important, but I don't know what. I really thought that now I'd have my life together. Like, I'd wake up early, I'd drink green smoothies, I'd have clear skin, I'll have savings, I'd go on morning walks, I'll have emotional stability, and maybe a healthy sleep cycle. None of that happened. Instead, I wake up tired. I forget to drink water and feel proud of myself if I remember to eat 3 times a day. I mean, I know it's embarrassing, but don't we all do that? And nobody warned us that being tired would become a personality trait. Like, why am I exhausted? I slept, I did nothing, but I'm still tired. Like, what is that? It just feels like everything just became so serious all of a sudden. Hi, this is Dhani, and you're listening to Detox, where we slow down, relax, and talk about the things that no one likes to say out loud. So grab your coffee and let's talk. My best friend and I, we used to sit on the roof of my house and talk about crushes, favorite movies, and the outfits that we were going to wear for our birthdays. And it used to be so exciting. And I feel like the conversations have changed so drastically because now it's all about, did you get that job? Did you get that internship? What's your plan? What are you going to make for dinner? And I honestly wasn't aware that adulthood came with inbuilt anxiety. I thought it came with vibes. I thought it was fun, that at least no one will tell me what to do and what not to. But honestly, right now, I really need someone to tell me what to do because, boy, I have no idea. Like, what do you mean I have to make my own life decisions? What do you mean I have to pay my own bills? What do you mean that I have to think what I want to eat and cook my own food 3 times a day for the rest of my life? It's like one day you're talking about high school drama, mean girls, and boys, and the next day you're talking about burnouts, boundaries, and mental health. And nobody wonders that peace would sound better than parties. That canceling plans would feel like self care, and staying at home in your Adam Sandler clothes would feel like a reward. And can we talk about confidence for a minute? Because nobody wonders that your confidence would randomly disappear for no reason. Like, you'd feel good about yourself one day, and you're doubting yourself next day. Like, you're standing in front of the mirror and you're like, have I always looked like this? Why is my face like this? I don't even look good in this outfit. I cannot talk to that person because what if they don't like me? And it just makes me think that, when did I start caring about all of those things? Like, I don't remember being like that. I was never like that because nobody warned us that self doubt would show up uninvited, that comparison would sneak into our brain at 2 a.m., and that one person from Instagram would have the power to ruin your entire mood for the rest of the day. And you start comparing your timeline with everyone else's. And let's be real, we know that it only happens because we're so chronically online. You open your phone and you're watching Instagram stories. You watch a couple of them and now you feel like you're behind. You feel like you're not doing enough. You feel like you're late. You feel like you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And it's so crazy because we know for a fact that people don't post their failures. Not everything we watch online is true. And most of it is edited. But we still choose to believe it. Also, money. Why did no one warn us that the money stress will live rent free in our head? You're earning, you're trying, but you still feel broke. You still feel like everyone else has figured it out but you. It's like every time you go out and you're trying to purchase something for yourself, it turns into a whole conversation in your head. And you're just like, should I get this? Do I really need this? If I spend money on this, would it be self care or self sabotage? So it just turns into this whole mess in your head and you're confused again. Nobody warned us that motivation would become so unpredictable. One day you wake up and you're like, yes, today's the day, I'm gonna change my life. You plan your entire day, you make a to-do list, and you do follow a few of them. You even drink water properly. And the next day you wake up and you're like, actually, never mind. Let me just sleep, let me just watch my show and cry about myself. Because nobody warned us that discipline would be harder than ambition, that consistency would be harder than dreams, that starting things would be easy, but continuing them would feel like a huge task. It's like we have big goals and big dreams, but also low battery in our body. We want growth, but we also want rest. It's like I want to improve, but I also just want to lie down. And then you'll start feeling guilty for resting, guilty for not being productive enough, guilty for not doing enough. It's like life is a competition and everyone else is somehow doing better. Nobody warned us that burnout would come quickly. Just with low energy, late replies, and lots of I'll do it tomorrow. Because some days you're not even lazy, you're just tired, but in a way that sleep can't fix. Then there are these random days when you just miss your old self. The days when you were not so tired, the days when you not feel exhausted, mentally and physically. And don't even lie about this, because I know that we all look at our old pictures and old chats and just feel emotional for no reason. It's like you miss your old self, but you're stuck in this body and you're confused and you're so drained and you have no idea what you're gonna do. And it's not even that life is bad, it's just different. A different that you were not prepared for. But there's another part that adults didn't warn us about. The part where you become stronger. The part where you're learning to say no without explaining. The part where you chose peace over chaos. You learn that being alone is better than being confused. You learn that not everyone deserves your energy. You learn that healing isn't a destination, but a lifestyle. And even though you feel like you're not doing enough and you're behind, you still become more aware, more grounded, more real. So if you're tired, lonely, confused, lost, you're not broken, you're just growing. And yes, nobody warned us about this. Maybe because growing isn't something that anyone can warn us about. You just live it. And honestly, we're all going through it together. We all have different journeys, we all have different timelines, different paths, but we're going through it together. Anyways, thank you for listening to me, and I hope this felt like a warm chat. And if you can relate to this, please let me know in the comments. Thank you. See you again.